Good afternoon and welcome to the San Francisco Planning Commission regular hearing for Thursday, November 2nd, 2017. Commissioners, it'll place us on item 19 for case number 2017-007658 CUA at 4522 3rd Street. This is a conditional use authorization.
The opponent states that the sale of alcohol in this location is not appropriate due to its proximity to a future school, which is to be located at Save More's current location at 4500 3rd Street, and that the use is inconsistent with the Bayview Hunters Point area plan, which calls for a restriction of such uses as liquor establishments on 3rd Street.
Good evening. My name is Randy Saraguchi. I'm the Executive Director of Urban Ed Academy. We are the incoming tenant for 4500 3rd Street with our project Hacker Hub, where we will be renovating the liquor store into a technology learning center. Many individuals, homeowner associations, and adjacent businesses are also opposed to this and would have voiced their opinion had they been here. Unfortunately, this has gone a little longer, and so we have who we have here.
My name is Christopher Fleming. I'm requesting denial of the conditional use authorization because it presents an unmitigated risk to children who will be attending the Urban Ed Academy Hacker Hub at 4500 3rd Street.
We have enough liquor stores in our community, 5 liquor stores and 7-block radius. That's what I would like the commission to think about. Thank you.
There are multiple liquor stores, and there's no statistical data that shows an extra liquor store is going to help them become more economically independent.
In Bayview Hunters Point, there's a difficulty in the African community. There is a crisis in education here in this city.
We have to cut it out in order to get these children educated. I am an older grandparent. I have no technology skills to talk to my grandkids with. Here's an opportunity that they can get this that I can't provide.
Commissioners, we are asking for your support. This is a difficult situation. We want and need the education, definitely. We definitely need urban ed, and I understand what they're saying.
The application that was put forth indicated that a conversion from the existing retail store to a retail grocery didn't mention liquor sales. This feels like a bamboozle to us, and I think it should be read as such. You can go and sell healthier items without needing to sell liquor. In fact, if you want to be that game changer that shows communities how to turn a business from a negative into a positive like that, do so without the conditional use of liquor sales on site.
Those in support of the project, which includes residents of the neighborhood and merchant groups, state that Save More is a great necessity within the neighborhood that has been relied upon for years and is one of the very few family-owned businesses on 3rd Street that have a solid, respectable business serving the Bayview community.
This has been a very conscientious member of the community. You're going to hear it from these neighbors. They're going to tell you what their experience has been. There's no loitering at this store. There's no drug dealing outside this store. This is not a blight on 3rd Street. These are the kind of business owners that we want to encourage to invest in the community, and they're doing it.
You know what I'm saying? This store is not it's not a bad store. You know what I'm saying? This store don't have no problems with nobody. It's a trusted store that we can go to. And you know what I'm saying, I trust them. I don't even go to no stores on 3rd but that store.
This store is feeding families.
I know what a good business looks like. I know what a bad business looks like. I know what good business people look like and bad business people look like. These are good people. These are good business people.
The store is a convenience store to me. So whatever else anyone else have said about alcohol, and by the way, I do drink alcohol, but I go home with my alcohol. And it's not a bad thing because I drink a beer.
You know, at 2 o'clock, if I can't get my potato chips, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I would like to ask you guys to continue to let these people earn an honest living.
I currently work there at the store. So, and there's no problems there, you know, at all. You know, we control what goes on out in front. And like, as you can see, everybody's letting you know what a well-loved family and respected family that they are.
And the shootings that happened there is the shootings, it would have happened anywhere.
Staff recommends approval of this conditional use authorization request. As noted in the executive summary, the project would not displace an existing retail tenant and would allow the continued operation of a local business. The business is not a formula retail use and would serve the immediate neighborhood. The project meets all applicable requirements of the planning code, and the project is consistent with the intent of the neighborhood commercial moderate scale district.
These people are coming in with the whatever project they have going on for education for the children. That's great. That's good. It's not there yet. It's not established. You know, so I think that they're putting the the cart before the horse there. And this family has been there, 40 years established. And I think it would be a shame to take these people's livelihood because they sell alcohol. They've been selling alcohol.
First of all, I would like to start off to say that liquor don't kill people. Irresponsible people kill people. Okay? All right. To me, I'm an advocate for education. I have children with 4.0s on their records, okay? If I were to put a school in a community, I would not ever consider putting a school in a community where they're saying, quote unquote, it's a bad community, or where, quote unquote, where they're serving liquor. My thing is that look at better alternatives for the school. That 3rd Street is not for the school. You don't take people's livelihoods away for your own selfish endeavors. That should not take place. So I oppose them putting a school there. Thank you.
Commissioner Koppel.
Thanks, Commissioner Richards. About 25 years ago, I had an apartment. I lived down on 20th and Valencia. It was a little different times than it is today, and I went to my liquor store every day. After that, I moved into the lower Haight and Webster. Lived there for about 8 years with a bunch of my friends, and went to my liquor store every day. In certain neighborhoods specifically, I think an institution like this is the glue that holds together a neighborhood and a community, especially when it's run by a family, that they're a family of the neighborhood. Seeing as this as a relocation of an existing liquor business, I do not have a problem with it, seeing as that it's a long-time family business, which will allow them to expand, is good in my book.
Thank you. Commissioner Johnson.
Yeah, I'm adamantly opposed to this project today. I got a couple reasons for it. I was dismayed by some of the public comment I heard. I won't call on anyone specifically, but some of the activities that led to the creation of the 3rd Street Alcohol Restricted Use District, they don't go on everywhere, and they don't go on regardless. So it's just really sad to hear commentary like that. And to say that you'd refer a liquor establishment or a place that has an off-sale liquor license to a school, also dismaying. So I really can't be supportive of this. This is not the intent of legislation that passed through the supervisor's offices over years that have been voted on and approved by multiple elected officials, and I think that has to sort of carry the weight today.
I mean, this is going to be a good thing for that block, that those kids that are going to be walking by this store, they're not walking by the Marlboro Man. They're not walking by a display rack of beer. This is going to be a grocery store.
This is probably one of the cleanest store in the Bayview. It is actually the cleanest store in the Bayview. Right. This store is just not a store. It's something that we help a lot of people and ourselves. It's just not anything just to say, these we're being pushed out. I understand there's a school coming in, it's something that's going to change, but the case is, to be completely honest, is greediness. It's greediness. That's what's going on, and we don't mind. We're moving, and we just want to stay in the community and help. I mean, we've done a lot. I don't see our punishment to not being able to move. liquor sales. There's liquor sales in Safeways. There's liquor sales in Walgreens. There's liquor sales everywhere.
Sure.
I mean, liquor is just an extra item to bring in. Everybody drinks. Who doesn't drink?
Just given the fact that there's so much more you can do with that space, especially with the longevity and the legacy you've had as a business owner, you can get more creative than liquor, I think.
Yeah. My concern is with that technology and the training that this academy is going to give, we need that so strongly in Bayview.
But, we're talking about radically changing communities, ultimately. And so that change is going to be uncomfortable.
So we have a community issue, we have individual issues, and the individuals are now claiming that they create a community, so that we should approve this. So I'm really torn here. If I were to go ahead and consider approving it, I'd really have to have some really strict conditions on this being a grocery store. And not operating as a liquor store.
Reducing liquor licenses is an objective, but out of the 5 that there are, how many bad guys are there? So if this is the one good guy, and we're kicking him out and only putting more business into the hand of the 4 bad ones, I think we're not making the right decision here. So I think there needs to be an additional
Excuse me, folks. Excuse me, folks.
There needs to be an additional level of scrutiny because it's not just about numbers.